Right. Let's answer everyone. Okay, may I invite another guest of ours? Eric, do you want to answer these questions, Eric?
Yeah, but what question?
Yeah, the question I sent in chat board. Do you think it's more important to be loved by someone, to be loved by everyone, or to do something great, even if some people don't like you?
Before we know where I want to go to something great. It is more important to do something great because, well, something great. It is your achievement. Even if they don't like it, it's yours, but not theirs. So if we make something great, yeah, sure, we may make something great, and nobody like you, it's still achievement. We know myself. But if we was made know by everyone, well, we might be sometimes some of them are not too much. And yes, we just want to make an achievement to do something great inside it. That's all. Thank you for listening.
You still have time, Eric. Do you want to share more?
No thanks.
Okay, very firm. Thank you, Eric, for very excellent answer. Okay, I love when he mentions that he still choose to do something great because it's him. It's belong to him. It's he don't care much about what other thing. Very brave. Thank you beautiful, beautiful sharing. So now I'd love to invite on the stage another one to answer another questions. I think I give you just one or two chance more. Another
Think,
chance.
sorry to interrupt, but I think you should invite somebody in the since there's not so much people.
Oh, okay. Can you give me a recommendation? What is that person?
It can be any person
It can be any person, right?
because it's a practice for everyone.
Oh, okay. Right. Right. The question I guess to you is what does being a strong woman mean to you? A strong woman means to you. If even if you are a boy, a man, a male. But in your opinion, what is a strong woman means to you? You can look at your mothers or look at your sister or your teachers. What the being a strong woman means to you? Because we're nearly about move to the International Woman Day. So what a strong woman means to you? Let's focus on woman more. All right, the question here is, anyone would love to answer this? All right. Anyone to answer? So, Bon, BBPR, can you help me invite some of the people here?
Okay, let me try. Hmm. Does anybody want to volunteer? Who wants to volunteer? Raise your hands on Zoom. Let's wait for some seconds. Okay, nobody. In that case, I'll have to choose a random person. Nifun, can you answer this? You, Nifun, can you answer this?
So he, yes, I can.
Can you answer the question?
I understand being a strong woman as a woman that is mentally strong, like someone who is not easily hurt by others' comments.
Yeah, that's a review as a girl. But let me invite somebody else. The boy. Hmm. Okay, I think I have to do some repetitions, and I'll choose you, Lana. Come on, Wolfen. It's your turn again. No offense. Answer right after me. No, what made you go jack jacks?
What?
Answer the question.
Okay. Um,
I
what
think you don't want to answer right.
I think a strong woman like mean to like a person who's who's like kind or also care. Like she protects some persons and her family, and that's all.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank
Right.
you. Jen.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you, all
at the end,
speaker.
the two answers of the from two different views. Well, and how to decide. Each person has a different view, but they all have the same meaning for strong women. Okay, next question, please. Everyone.
Mhm. Okay, so I think we don't have more time because it's the time to come back to the debate section today. We have over 20 minutes to discuss about the topic today, social justice, and everything around that. I hope you will gain something about the topic and gain something from your friend opinions. So now we come back to the debate sections, and I believe that I would like to overstage to our beautiful MC, Gavel of the day, to lead the debate section. Right, welcome on the stage,
Thank you.
Stella.
Thank you very much for the introduction. So basically, I am Stella, and yeah, I am the MC. So for our team, of course, is social justice, as our counselor has already said. Our motion has already been announced a lot, like a lot already, and that is we already sent it in the chat, which I hope almost everybody understand. Because if they do not understand it, then yeah, but they will still have really great arguments, thinking skills, and critical like separating and also rebutting, because yeah, that's my favorite part. So welcoming on, I'd like to welcome our very first speaker on the affirmative side. Thank you very much.
Okay, so my spirit will start in three, two, one. Mm, have you ever seen how people call a woman bossy or too proud just because she is successful? This shows that society still has a hard time expecting strong women, but today we believe women should be brave enough to follow their dreams, even if people dislike them. As the affirmative team, we agreed with this motion. As a woman, I will choose to be successful, but dislike rather than trying to please everyone and gain their approval. Because true success means being free, strong, and confident, not being like being everyone. Uh, Many women are taught to always be nice and quiet, but if they spend all their time making others happy, they forget what they really want. When you try to please everyone, you lose your own dream. It's better to do what makes you grow, even if some people don't like it. When people dislike you for being successful, it usually means you are doing something important. Change makes people uncomfortable, but that's how the world moves forward. Women who speaks up for their rights or do something new are often judged, but they make real change. It's better to dislike for doing what's right than to be liked for doing nothing. A successful woman becomes strong and independent, even if some people hate her. She can use her success to help others in and inspire young girls. But if she always tries to make people like her, she will never be free. Real freedom comes from believing in yourself, not from being popular. People may hate a successful woman now, but that hate will not last forward. Hate, courage, confidence, and success will say. When she follows her dream, she becomes an example for others to do the same. So, ladies and gentlemen, we strongly believe that as a woman, it's better to be successful even if people dislike. Hate will fade, but success and self belief will last forever. That's why we affirmative team proudly support this motion. Thank you.
Thank you, speaker one. So Stella, let's keep going the show. You're the host. Let's keep
Thank
in
you
mind.
very much for your wonderful speech, Johnny, on affirmative. Now let us welcome our very first speaker on negative side. Thank you very much.
Picture this: a woman who climbs to the top alone with no one trust, no one celebrate her success because she lost all connections with her community. Is that really success? Or just loneliness dressed up in trophies? Good morning, honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen. We, the opposition team, firmly stand against these motions. We believe that true success for a woman is not about being admired or feared, it's about being respected, supported, and connected to the community. Successful but instantly disliked means achieving personal goals or power, but lost in social trust or respect. Community success and approval means growing together with others, earning recognition through kindness, collaborations, and shared values. These motions mean that the propositions believe a woman should prioritize personal success, even if it costs hardest. We, the oppositions, believe success without acceptance is hollow, and that social harmony and collective projects are what make success meaningful. The key stakeholders are women, their families, and the communities around them, because this motion affects how women are valued and how they interact with social needs. Our team must prove that community approval is not weakness, it's the foundations of trust and leadership. Being disliked is not empowerment, it isolates and harms women in the long run. True success include emotional well-being and relationship, not just personal achievements. When a woman earns community's approval, she gains influence that drives road change. A leader who is respected by her community can inspire others, gather support, and make her success meaningful to more people. For instance, social leaders like Mother Teresa or Michaela Obama were admired not only for achievements, but for how they uplift others. So community approval doesn't limit women, it amplifies their impact. Success means nothing if it destroys your peace of mind. Women are constantly judged or disliked, face research, loneliness, or burnout. Without community support, even strong women can struggle emotionally. Studies shows that people with social acceptance and positive relationships have higher life satisfactions, not just wealth or status. Therefore, being successful but hated isn't real empowerment, it's emotional, has hosted research and strengths. Collective success creates a stronger society. When a woman and their communities grow together, progress is shared and sustainable. A woman who works with their community teach cooperation, empathy, and respect, not divisions. Grassroots female leaders who connect with the people build long-term change because this exists for others, not against them. Thus, communities' approval is not about pleasing people. It's about building unity and mutual respect. We, the oppositions, believe the success without love, trust, or respect is empty. A woman's true strength lies not in being feared or hated, but in being a force of unity, compassion, and shared progress. That is why we broadly oppose these motions. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your speech. I really like it. And yeah, thank you. So now I would like to give 1 minute of preparation as I just checked like the agenda again and we still do have it. So yeah, thank you very much. One minute of silence has ended. I would like to invite second speaker on affirmative side to step up and present your speech. You must stop whenever you like. Thank you very much.
So my speech will start in 3, 2. Oh wait. So my speech will start in 3, 2, and 1. Good day, esteemed judges. Oh wait, let's. Can you start again?
I guess you may. Yeah, probably. You may start again. That's fine. I just asked.
So my speech will start in 3, 2, 1. Imagine a woman who works hard, speaks her mind, and becomes powerful, but people call her too proud or bossy. Now, imagine another woman who always tries to please everyone, but never reaches her goals. Who really wins? Our team believes that it's better to be successful and disliked than to live small just to be liked. Good day, esteemed judges and fellow debaters. My name is Ketchup. I'm honored to be the second speaker of the affirmative team for the motion. As a woman, this house would embrace being successful but intensely disliked, over attempting to achieve community success and approval. As the second speaker of the affirmative team, I'll be providing some rebuttals and discuss about our 3 arguments. Now, before all the arguments, here are my rebuttals. My opponent said that trying to please everyone can stop growth. If a woman always focuses on what others think, she'll never take risks or speak her truth. True success requires strength, not approval. Even if the community disapproves at first, they often respect her later, once they see results. Now, here is my first argument. Success brings real power and change. When a woman becomes successful, she gains the power to change society, even if people don't like her. For example, Mary Curie faced rejection from male scientists who said women didn't belong in labs. Yet, she became the first person ever to win 2 Nobel Prizes. Her success opened doors for millions of women in science. This proves that being disliked doesn't stop impact. It starts it. When women rise, even through hate, they break limits and inspire others. My second argument is approval fades, but success stays. People's opinions change really quickly. They might praise you today and hate you tomorrow. For example, a 2018 Harvard Business Review study found that women leaders are judged more harshly for being ambitious than men, even when they achieve for the same results. This shows that waiting for approval means waiting forever. Instead of chasing what others think, women should chase results that last. My third argument is being disliked means you stood for something. If a woman is disliked for being confident or bold, that means she has the courage to challenge old ideas. For example, activist Malala Yousafzai was attacked for fighting girls' education, but now she's a Nobel Peace Prize winner and a global symbol of bravery. Hate often comes first, then respect follows later. History proves that people who change the world aren't liked, they're remembered. As women, we should not waste our power trying to please others. Let them talk. We'll keep working. Because the world doesn't need more nice women, it needs more brave ones. To conclude, being liked is like being safe, but being successful changed lives. Approval fades, success builds legacies. That's why, as a woman, this house would proudly embrace being successful even if intensely disliked. Distinguished judges, fellow debaters, worthy opponents, as spoken, and I rest my case.
Thank you so much for your wonderful speech. Now 1 minute preparation time. Thank you. One minute of prep has already ended. I'd like to invite second speaker on negative side to step forward and present your speech. Thank you so much.
My speech starts in 3, 2, 1. As the negative side, we believe that success with approval is not true success because when a woman chooses to be intensely disliked, she doesn't gain power. She loses support, respect, and trust. And without those, her influence cannot last. In today's world, community approval is not a barrier. It's a foundation. It builds cooperation, opportunity, and unity. Being successful with people is far stronger than being successful against them. Good day, esteemed judges and fellow debaters. My name is Funam, and I am the second speaker of the negative team for the motion. As the woman, this House would embrace being successful but intensely dislike over attempting to achieve community success and approval. As being the second speaker of the negative team, I'll be providing our next two arguments. But before that, let me rebut first. As Quetti said that success brings real power and change, even if people don't like it. However, they say success brings power even if people dislike her, but that's wrong. Power means nothing if no one supports you. Without trust, people will listen or follow her. Real change needs respect, not fear. Being disliked doesn't make her strong, it makes her stand alone. Now, let me talk about our next two arguments. Firstly, community support creates lasting and meaningful success. True success isn't just about being on top. It's about staying there with trust and respect of others. A woman who earns approval from their community builds allies, networks, and emotional support that make her achievements sustainable. Without that, individual success becomes fragile and short-lived. Look at Jacinda Ardern, former Prime Minister of New Zealand. She led with empathy and connection, not arrogance. Because her community respects her, her leadership created real, lasting impact. Last but not least, being intensely disliked destroyed influence and opportunity. No matter how talented or ambitious a woman is, success means little if everyone around her resents her. Dislike breeds resistance. people refuse to cooperate, limit her chances, and question her motives. Hatred can ruin reputation, mental health, and even career growth. In professional and political fields, women who are seen as cold or self-centered often face harsh public judgment, media attacks, and lack of support. The hate can overshadow their achievements completely. Success without respect is unstable. Influence built on dislikes collapse under social pressure, while approval gives power that lasts. In the end, this debate isn't about choosing between ambition and approval. It's about choosing the kind of success that is truly lasting. We have shown that community support builds stability, that being disliked limits influence, and that collective success empowers more than individual fame ever could. Because when success comes with trust and unity, it doesn't just lift one woman, it lifts everyone. That is why negative side firmly rejects the idea of embracing success that breeds hatred. Distinguished judge, fellow debaters, ladies and gentlemen, I have spoken and I yield my time.
Thank you so much for your great speech. 1 minute of silence again. Thank you. Your 1 minute of preparation time or silence time has already ended. I'd like to invite our very last speaker on affirmative side and afterwards our third speaker on affirmative. Thank you so much.
So may I start my speech now?
Yes, you may.
My speech will start in 3, 2, 1. What would you do if you achieve something and got hate, then get famous or become a role model afterwards? Wouldn't that be good for you? Good day, esteemed judge, fellow debaters, and worthy opponents. My name is Mingwen, and I'm the third speaker of the affirmative team for the motion. As a woman, this house will embrace being successful, intensely disliked, over attempting to achieve community success and approval. As the third speaker of the affirmative team, I'll be summarizing all of our team's arguments. But before doing so, let me just give some rebuttals first. As the second speaker of the negative team has stated that power is nothing without support. That can be true, but power can sometimes earn support time by time, not just after 1 second or 1 minute after being successful. Okay, now let me move on to my summary. Our first point is it is better for a woman to be successful even people dislike her. Trying to please everyone stops her from following her dreams. Being disliked means she is making change and standing up for what's right. First speaker has also stated that success gives her strength and freedom. And even if people hate her now, the hate might fade, but her success will stay there forever. Our second speaker has stated that success brings power and change. When a woman reaches success, she adds a voice that people cannot ignore. For instance, many business women or leaders faced hate first, but later become role models for others. Take an example. Oprah Winfrey is a woman that gets hated from when she went to the city, has to not meet her grandparent, grandma anymore. Now she's famous and she donates lots of money to the children in Africa. So that is just an example of how success can bring power and change, but first they'll have to face hate first. He also stated that approval fades, but success stays. Trying to please everyone never works. People's opinions change, and sometimes they dislike you for no matter what you do. Success, your skills, your hard work, your results, those last. Our last point is being disliked means you stood for something. If people dislike a woman because she is confident, brave, or honest, it means she has challenged the system. History shows that strong women like activists and inventors were often criticized first because of their genders or even their backgrounds. Okay, so while their team talk about how pleasing women can be to win over people's mind, our team talk about how hate can come first, then they can be famous or really successful. Our team's point can be harsh at first, but they will benefit in the future. While their team's point only put a woman in a cage made from feeding. Women we're done shrinking into fit into rules demand our likability over our brilliance. We choose success, even if it makes others uncomfortable. We choose impact, even if it's misunderstood. We choose to lead, not to please. Distinguished judge, therefore, we strongly agree to the motion that as a woman, Liz has to embrace being successful but intensely disliked. We were attempting to achieve community success and approval. Distinguished judge, fellow debaters, worthy opponents, outspoken, and I yield my time.
Thank you so much for your wonderful speech, A3. Now 1 minute silence for N3. In other words, our very last speaker for today's debate. Thank you. One minute of silence has ended. I would like to invite our very last speaker on negative side. In other words, negative third speaker. Thank you. You may come up to the stage and also present your speech whenever you like. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll like to start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Imagine a woman who climbs to the top of success, but when she looks around, no one is there to cheer for her. She may be powerful, yes, but looks around. But she's lonely. She has money and fame, but no one who truly cares about her. Now imagine another woman who leads her community, helps her friends, and earns the love and respect of those around her. She may not be the richest, but her success is shared, her heart is full, and the impact lasts. That is the real greatness. Good morning, honorable judges, fellow debaters, and ladies and gentlemen. I'm the third speaker coming from the opposition side, and we strongly disagree with the motion. As a woman, this House would embrace being successful but intensely disliked over attempting to achieve community success and approval. First, I'd like to start off with a few rebuttals. The first speaker, coming from the affirmative team, had said that if a woman becomes very successful, even if people dislike her, she will still shine like a star. Someone others can look up and learn from. But how can people learn from someone they don't like or respect? A star that no one wants to follow doesn't guide anyone. It just shines alone in the dark. Success means nothing if it doesn't inspire others to grow. Second, they say that success brings real power and change, even if people don't like her. They said that success brings real power and change, but that's completely false. Power without people support is just an illusion. No matter how successful she looks, hatred will block her path. Others won't cooperate, won't trust, and won't follow her. Real change only happens when people believe in you, not when they resent you. Even the smartest leader can't move mountains if she stands alone. Approval turns success into strength, but being disliked turns into isolation. So now I'd like to move on with our summarization. First, community support creates lasting and meaningful success. True success isn't just about reaching the top, it is about staying there with trust and respecting of others. When a woman earns community's approval, she gains allies, teamwork, and emotional strength that help her through her challenges. Second, being intensely disliked destroys influence and opportunity. No matter how talented or hardworking a woman is, successful means little if everyone around her resents her. Dislike builds walls. People stop helping others, stop listening to her, and stop fighting against her. Without respect, leadership loses its power and success becomes short-lived. 3. Community success empowers all women, not just one. When a woman works with a community, she breaks stereotypes through teamwork, not conflict. Her leadership inspires other women to rise too. Respect spreads like a ripple, and one woman's approval becomes every woman's chance to shine. 4. Being disliked is not empowerment. It isolates and harms women in the long run. Hate brings stress, sadness, and loneliness. It damages confidence and mental health, making success feel empty inside a crowd. And finally, true success includes emotional well-being and relationships, not just personal achievement. So, we, the opposition side, believe that being successful but hated is not strength, it is emptiness. The true power is not in standing alone, it is standing together. A strong woman doesn't need to choose between success and love. She can build both. Because when we lift others, we rise higher ourselves. So today, let's stop teaching girls that they must be disliked to be great. Let's teach them the kindness, teamwork, and respect what made a woman truly unstoppable. Real success isn't about fear. It is about remembering for the girl you love and the lives you touch. Thank you.
Thank you very much for all of your presentations. Now I would like probably a breakout room so that me and Scott could go in there and probably lay out and decide the winning, please.
Bye. Bye everyone. I'm gonna leave.
Okay, so now we're waiting for 1 minute, one more minute to let someone to discard a little bit before we move to the next part, evaluation part. right? So now you can relax for 1 minute. You can take a drink, then let's do a small exercise, and you will come back. All right, 1 minute for you. Right.
Excuse me, now what are you doing?
Is there like a technical issue or something? Yeah, I think so. Everyone joined.
So now let's move back to the next sections. We move to evaluation sections. So right. So Stella, let's keep going leading the shows. Invite the evaluators.
So now it's actually constructive feedback part. So I will sorry because there's some technical issues and I don't know why, but when I try to, it's just like I don't know. So I want to require constructive feedback preparation. It's actually 2 minutes. So I want to invite here in my agenda. I think that ketchup is the feedback for the affirmative side. So may ketchup stand up and give feedback to the other side before I announce the winning team.
So we're like preparation time, right?
I don't see any preparation time here.
No.
It's actually you need to do it now. So,
Oh well.
well, do you want preparation? I could give you probably 2 minutes.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
So for the negative team, I couldn't hear the first speaker because my house was a bit noisy, but I could start with the second speaker and the third speaker. For the second negative speaker, I could hear that they have a hook. I couldn't hear their rebuttals, but they had fillers and great and strong arguments. Their hand gestures were not much, and they didn't have much eye contact. But I could improve. I could tell you to improve on your time. On my timer, they had 25 seconds left. Try to use it all. For the third negative speaker, I could hear a emotional hook. Your speech was very strong. You had eye contact and even have hand gestures. But you started your summary a bit late. You started it when there was 1 minute left. And on my timer, you were over for 12 seconds. I didn't hear any CTA because you're rushing a bit. So I could suggest you on your time management. Thank you.
Thank you very much for affirmative, constructive feedbacker. Now let's invite our negative feedback. So as in my agenda, I see that let me see. It's actually N2, but if N3 want to do it, then yeah, because here is feedback and N3 could do it if they want it, but please do it quick, only 2 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. So
I'd like to give a few feedbacks to affirmative team. First, let's start with Johnny. So I see that he got pretty good arguments and pretty good pronunciation, and his vocabulary is good too. He don't have much filters, but I see that he don't got the evidence to support his arguments, and he haven't defined the keywords, which is the job of the first speaker. Second speaker is Ketchup. She got strong arguments with strong evidence to go on as well, which is Mary Curry. She don't have body language, and I only see her head. So next time she need to change her postures. She got good pronunciation in the vocabulary and not much filters, which is pretty good. Overall, she got an impressive speech. And finally, with Mingwen, he got good body language and good summarization, as well as the rebuttals to the negative side. He got good pronunciation, vocabulary, not much fillers, and overall that was a good speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all the feedback. Actually, I don't know why, but me and Scott was able to actually decide pretty quickly because we agree on the same thing where we're just going with the feedback. So before announcing the winning team, let me just give out the feedback. So I will be giving feedback for affirmative side, which includes here as Johnny, Ketchup, and Harry. For Scott as president, he will be giving out the feedback for negative side, which will be later after me. So for first speaker Johnny, I think you you have lots of good ideas and I like it. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure on a few points it's a bit easy to attack. For example, doing things people don't like because what if that woman want to do something that like most of the culture do not agree with? So maybe you kind of need a bit of more persuasive. However, the thing that I really want to mention here is that you're kind of going into the road of public speaking, but because like you forgot the stakeholders and definition probably still stakeholders as woman, as your second speaker has helped you, but definition is still unclear for both sides. For second speaker Ketchup, your rebuttal is pretty nice and I like it. You use a lot of examples. For example, Mary Curry and her quote. For your ideas, it's logical and very like you are like I really like those. For example, I heard that you tried to talk about sometimes you gotta go to hate before you enter success. So you also named out the effects on the neck and of like maybe if that the woman would receive more inequality. But if you cannot pronounce names like too correctly or you do not have enough time or you forgot how to pronounce names, for example, Malala Yousafzai, then you don't need to really mention it. However, in conclusion, your speech is emotional and impactful at the same time. And for our last speaker is Harry. Your summary on ideas, you mentioned like the main intention for today's motion is great. You are very convincing. Your examples, you use your teammates, so you didn't like use things that are not mentioned in our like are not mentioned throughout the debate. And you also provided clashes about like how hate can turn into success. However, you need like a better layout of the future to lead out your counter argument that second speaker provided. And yeah, that's all my feedback. So now asking number one for the president to give out the feedback for the negative side. Thank you so much.
The now President Scott, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Turn that mic. So I would like to be a little bit more like general around my feedback. I don't think I'll be really in depth or anything. So on negative, I feel like you had more holistic and you had a really more realistic definition of success because you combine personal growth, social acceptance, and emotional stability. So you had more like you had a logical and consistent case line because like community support enables broader influence and resilience. So you also had a strong moral framing that's basically surround all three of your speeches. You based around the case that success without respect is hollow, and that I feel like you had a clear understanding that approval doesn't mean submission, but it means like earn trust. So I feel like on negative, the only weaknesses you have is that you slightly has had like less dynamic emotional delivery compared to affirmative. So I feel like you also needed like tighter rebuttals that directly weighed power versus peace or legacy versus belonging. So when I take a look at that direct engagement, when like affirmative argued that dislike is a byproduct of change and that over time society catches up, and that negative countered by that intense dislike destroys influence in the moment, making success ineffective and lonely. So thus, even if eventual recognition comes, it's too late to generate collective benefit. So I feel like Negative's argument here was more contextually grounded and better weighed, which shows that sustainable empowerment requires connection and community. So that's things that I feel like you did great on.
So yeah, thank you so much for Scott's presentation about like his feedback. I really appreciate it, and I hope Negative appreciates it too. So now we would like to move on to our very last part of the day, which is networking with guests and take pictures. So now it's prize award and taking pictures with the winners. So Scott, again, I'd like to ask you to mention our winning team and probably say a few reasons why. Thank you so much. Asking for number two, President Scott, please announce the winner and also the reasons why.
It's the president.
I think Scott, I don't know, but probably, oh, okay, he's on. Thank you. So probably I should announce that because I don't know, but I think
Oh, sorry,
Scott
my screen froze.
Oh, okay. So please announce the winning side and why they would like make a short, like only 3 minutes short. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, so our call was based on an anonymous call. So we both went for negative because like while the affirmative was inspiring and eloquent, their case relied heavily on the idealism and examples of exceptional women because they aren't only brought up like outliers who triumphed despite social resistance. So the negative team, on the other hand, provided us a more inclusive and sustainable model of empowerment, which emphasizes that most women's success depends on community trust and collaboration, so not isolation. So they win most of this debate due to uh their range of effectiveness to the stakeholders and just other affected people. So their arguments better met the burden of the motion by showing how approval can coexist with strength and why success without connection loses meaning and impact. So again, we would give the debate to the negative. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your yeah. Yes, again, I think like both sides are really great. I like both sides. I couldn't decide at first, but probably negative is a bit more realistic on what we are relying on in our world because you cannot select a hero when you do not or yeah, you aren't trust yeah, you don't actually trust them. So yeah, probably counselor, do you have a few words to say to today's words? It's time for guest feeling. So yeah, thank you so much.
Right, sure. So, and I share, actually, both team do excellent job. I see the great efforts today, and I see that each of you try your best to express yourself. And trust me, win or lose is not important. The point is you try your best today, and you learn from each other. Don't like put pressure on the certificate or achievement, something like that. You try your best and you learn something new. That is the win already. And actually, at some point of the time, you can win. At some point of the time, maybe you don't win. But we have a lot of other opportunity, yeah, to compete to each other. Maybe next week or another week, a lot of opportunity for you. So
But the best.
keep going this spirit, and when you always keep going, you always try your best. Trust me, hard work pays off. And I hope you learned something great today. You learn from the winning team. You learn from each other, and like shapes great moment with each other. Okay, let's enjoy the meeting. Right. So now back to Stella.
Thank you so much for your like expressing. It's really emotional, and yeah, again, I don't really mind when teams lose and win because today's main purpose is to experience the most. So yeah, very nice presentation. And let me see if your people are asking about the best speaker. And I think Scott will be doing this. So like before we take pictures, Scott, do you have like anything to say about like the best speaker like authors are asking? Scott, president of our club?
Hey, Scott.
So any best speakers? Scott?
I would like to give the best speakers to the third of each side. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty nice. For me, thank you very much for your decision, President. I like both sides, however, on affirmative. I don't know why, but I think affirmative second speaker did better than third. But yeah, overall, everyone did really great, and I appreciate. So I want to take a picture of us all, probably because that's what we actually do. And yeah. So when I get the cam, I will say cheese, and you guys need to smile.
Wait.
So please turn on your camera. Don't be sad. It's very happy day today. If you guys can, please turn on your camera, and we're gonna take the photo.
Everybody, when I count to three, say cheese.
3.
1, 2, 3, cheese.
Are we done?
I love cheese. We're
Okay.
frozen.
I think I'm done. Okay. Probably done.
I prefer
Okay. Thank you so much for being like participating in today's debate Gavel Club. And yeah, that is probably the end of today's event. And yeah, I think nothing else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for everyone for your time and your effort today. So appreciate. I see that I see the great potential in each of you. So I was inspired a lot from you. I hope that I will see all of you in the next meeting, and together we will learn different thing, different topic, and we'll improve together. Thank you for being here today. I love you very much. Thank you, and see you again.
Thank you so
Bye.
much, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.